Hey, what is up, guys? This is Haidar. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you and I want to show you 5 of my favorite stocks that I am currently buying more. Whenever it goes down, whenever it goes up, I cannot stop buying and I want to share with you. Before I do that, please do me a big favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel. It's going to help me out a lot. That's all that I ask. And let's get right into the video. So my number one pick would be Facebook, okay, and I'm going to show you why in a second here. If we look at the screen here, Facebook is just an opportunity non-stop. I mean, it's when you say Facebook, a lot of people think about it as like the old platform where old people have their friends and then just have chat or whatever. No. This is not just Facebook. Facebook owns a lot of things. Facebook owns Instagram. It owns Oculus, and it's more like a tech more than just a social media. And plus, to be honest with you, Facebook is the most dominant social media platform when it comes to advertisement as well. So let's look at our revenue here. It's pretty exciting stuff. So you can see right here, we talk about revenue estimate here. On the year 2020, currently they're doing average estimate of $80 billion. $80 billion of an estimate as far as revenue wise, which is insane because that includes whatever the coronavirus has done damage wise. And look, if you could continue on that from the next quarter, it's 24 billion. So like, look at the next year. This is what we care about here. Look at the next year projection here. It's about almost at 100 billion at 99, and potential growth is 23%, which is insane. Exponential growth going in Facebook, and in Facebook itself is heavy. It's going to be heavy in my opinion. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot tell you what to buy or not. This is solely for me for education purposes only. Do your own research. You are responsible for everything that you purchase. But for me, Facebook is going to be a huge company when it comes to AI in the future. Definitely has a bright future. It's one of the companies that I keep on buying, and people are always panicking, saying like, well, it's the all-time high. Listen, you're buying for the long term. So you got to average it down. So you buy up and you buy low when it goes up, when it goes down. So if you have like $5,000 or $10,000, don't just dump it all in. I would definitely recommend to split it up with the stocks that of your choice. The next one on my list is RVLV, baby. This company is pretty much the new Macy's, but it's kind of like online. I don't know if you guys know about it. It is fairly not a huge company compared to Facebook, obviously. I mean, if you look at the market value of that, it's not even in I think it's only in the billion if I was mistaken. But again, look at the average estimates here. This is what currently is. Keep in mind, like, Corona has been killing everybody. So this is about $600 million worth of revenue, estimated revenue in the current year. Next year, the estimate is 711 million. So we go from negative because of the Corona to almost 20% increase in revenue. That is insane. As far as sales growth, that is insane. That's crazy, right? So you think about it, once the coronavirus gets cleared out, once they start rolling the business, they're gonna be a big growth stock in my opinion. Now, a lot of people can ask me like, well, Haidar, why do you pick this rather than Macy's or anything like that? Listen, this is the new dominant retail that is online. So it's an e-commerce store that absolutely makes it super easy interacting with them. If you go on Instagram and you go into their profile, you gotta understand what I'm talking about. You check them out. It's so flawless, the way they set up their sales, the way they have gigantic selection of designers, gigantic selection of merchandise, and this is by a click of a button. Or Macy's and other huge retail stores fail to do that. So definitely has a bright future. Next one that I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there are going to probably be very excited about. Yes, you guessed it right. It is Tesla. So look at Tesla here. We were talking about estimate wise for the current year. This is your average estimate is 29 billion. Look at the next year projection is a 40.8 billion with sales growth of 37.7% compared to 20.6%. It is insane. And if you really follow Elon Musk is one of my favorite entrepreneurs of all time, but it's not about him right now. It's all about the stocks that we're talking about. If you follow Elon Musk, he always says something between 45 to 50% potential growth on year after year after year after year. And Tesla right now is set up with a solid foundation that's going to be staying here for the next decade or so, in my opinion. So I'm definitely long on this stock. Now, this stock is expensive for a lot of people. That's why you get the 5 split. So Tesla is going to be split in 5s, and it's going to be very affordable, and that's the whole point, is to make it affordable for people to want. Now, this one is a little bit risky, but I still think a lot of potential, especially with all the corona and all the layoffs and unemployment and all that stuff. I think this nation is going to go to a different sort of a wave, with the whole companies or employers are now having most of their employees for tech companies are working at home, and also a lot of unemployment because of expensive costs. I think in the next recovery, if there are companies that want to recover back financially, they're definitely going to utilize some freelancing market like Fiverr or Upwork. So this is my other one here is Upwork. I'm really heavy on this one. I think it is risky, but in a way where I think it has a big potential in the future. If you look at the estimates here, in the current year, it's 353 million, coming out of 405 million. A loss of sales growth here because they have this step going on that they want to clear first. But once they do that, they're gonna grow exponentially. Again, this is guys like long term. I'm not, the potential of this video is not really to tell you like, hey, buy and flip it. I'm not a day trader. I buy stocks and hold it for a long time, growth stocks mainly, and accumulate long term wealth. That's what I do. And then last but not least, this is one of my favorite stocks, obviously. Cake, okay, Cheesecake Factory. Look at the revenue here. This is ridiculous. I mean, $2 billion in 2020. Look at the next year is at $2.6 billion. Now, obviously, the corona has just crushed it, absolutely crushed it at 20% in sales growth. However, it is projected to be at 31.5. So this is one of the stocks. Again, it's all dependable on. It's along with Rev right here that we just covered earlier. This all depends on how fast the corona recovery is going to happen. Now, something that I want you guys to keep in mind, like you can look at me here and tell me, well, Upwork is not that big, Revolve is not that big, Listen, let's take a couple of examples of gigantic companies, okay? When we talk about growth companies, look at Tesla. Look at this years right here. From 2012, yeah, it's a little bit increase. From really 2014 or 13 all the way for like 18 or 19, there's not a lot of changes, really. I mean, yeah, it bumped up, it was great to 300, but it went back again down to 200. So if you average it down, there's not a lot of changes and not a lot of growth, but then exponentially just blew up, right? They changed a lot of business models. They implemented a lot of different ways to create more tunnels for the sales. And, overall, this is what any growth company, a huge company, comes from growth to value, is by growing exponentially in the long term. You don't believe me? Let me give you another example. Look at Google. Look at from the year 2005. Yeah, it grew up here to, $355, went back down to 200. Look at here, like that's not a lot of growth. It's not a lot of growth. 2005 all the way outside to 2012, but then later on it started growing exponentially higher. And I'll give you another example, and I think this is going to just seal the deal here if you're still in doubt what I'm talking about. Look at Amazon from 1998 all the way to like 2009. And I would even argue that from 2009 all the way down to 2015, there's not a lot of growth here. There's not a lot of growth. Sure, you could have doubled, tripled your money here, but the exponential growth is right there. And look at how crazy this is. Look at how crazy in the last 3 years. Look at how the craziness right here. From $700, $900 all the way to $3,148 for current market price. It's insane. So when you look at growth stocks, you want to look at the projected value in the future. Okay. Now, obviously, Facebook and Tesla, they're all-time high right now. So as many stocks, but do not let this discourage you, you know. And always split. Always don't put your eggs in one basket. Always split your decision, split your risk. So yeah, that's pretty much all. I really hope you guys find this video to be very useful. If it was, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Let me know in the comments below what's your favorite stock, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye bye.